If you are a lawyer and want to get more clients through digital marketing, then stick around as I will show you the exact steps that we use to create high quality leads for our law firm clients. The first thing is to know how a law firm get clients. A law firm has lawyers that are specialized in specific fields, and those fields are listed in the firm as their services. Now, a client is anyone with legal issues related to those services. The way a law firm gets clients is by the client looking for the law firm. The first thing he or she does is to search for a law firm related to the problem he or she has. The second thing is to do a research whether that law firm is actually credible and capable of solving those problems, and once satisfied, the third step is taking action and becoming a client of the law firm. So in conclusion, the law firm get clients by the clients actually searching for the law firm. If we translate this into digital marketing, that will be our digital marketing strategies. So for the search, we create a search ad where anybody looking for a specific service related to the law firm will get the result right at the top. And then he or she will get the option to take actions in the form of giving them a call, getting direction to their office, or a link to their website. So anyone who gets enough information straight from the ad will just give them a call or direction, but if not, they will click on the link. The link is redirected to a landing page that has all the information for the research of specific services in that specific law firm. And after the research, the landing page gives the option to take action and become a client. If by any chance the visitor leaves the landing page without taking an action, then we follow them up with retargeted ads. There are many reasons for leaving the landing page without taking an action. Sometimes people going through the landing page and get an urgent work, so they leave the landing page and then forget about it. Sometimes they need information that is not present on the landing page and they need that information for their decision. The retargeted ads actually remind them of the process and give them the information that was missing in the first place. Now, to set up a search ad, we need specific keywords that are actually used for searching for those specific services. How do we get those keywords? That's called keywords research. We use different tools like Google Trends, Keyword Planner, SEMrush, and more to find out keywords that are relevant to those services and get a decent amount of monthly search volume. Then we list those keywords and start a search ad using those keywords. To give you a real world example, let's go to Google Trends and look for the word lawyer. So here I am in Google Trends and I'm looking for the words lawyer. Now here the Google Trends shows me how many times it is searched in the past 12 months in Canada. So if you see from September 13 to 19 it got 82 visitors, then 20 to 26 it got 89 and more. If I change this to, for example, the past 7 days, then you can see it's even giving the result based on different times of the day. Then we have Keywords Planner from Google as well. Then we have SEMrush and many more tools. Once we have a list of keywords that are relevant to the business and get a decent amount of monthly traffic, then we go ahead and create a search ad. Search ads are actually created in 3 platforms. The one is Google Search, then Google Maps, and then YouTube. You can do it in a lot more search engines, but these are the primary ones that we use. The goal of a search ad is anyone looking for the keywords in here will actually find your business on the top of the list, whether it be the search ad, the Maps ad, or the YouTube. We don't necessarily need to use all 3. We use the ones that are more relevant to those specific services. Now, all of these platforms actually give an option to give a call directly, get direction to their office, or a link to a landing page. Let me go ahead and search it in my phone and see how it looks in real life. If you look for the word lawyer in all of these platforms, then you come up with the ads on the top. So our goal for the search ad is to bring your specific business on the very top. And as you can see, there are options for a call, getting direction to the office, or a link to the landing page. The search-based ads are created in such a way that it provides enough information for the visitor to just take action and give them a call. But if they still have doubts, then they click on the link and go to the landing page. The landing page is a one-page website where we have all the information necessary for the research of that specific service. It includes videos that explain how the service works or a real-time case study of another client with the same problem. It can have text-based information, then a sign-up form for anyone to just go ahead and provide the information and book a consultation, and then list any services related to that specific case, and then some testimonials from the past clients, and then a number of call to actions like calls, directions, emails, form filling, and more. Besides the content, the landing page has three very important features. The first one is the speed of loading. The speed at which the landing page is loaded actually affects the conversion rate of that landing page. Then the overall user experience of the landing page, and then we have tags. Tags are actually embedded codes in the landing page that help us track the activities of the visitors and help us retarget them with ads if they leave without taking an action. Here is a typical landing page of a law firm. As you can see, there is information about the services, then an opt-in form, then testimonials, and more. Now, before going any further, I want to share a real-time ad performance of one of our clients. This is the result after only 1 month of running the ad, and as you can see, we have already outranked all of competition in terms of the impression share. This is a new ad, so we still have to get more information, but yet we outrank them in some of the fields already, as you can see from here and here. Now let's get to the retargeted ads. Retargeted ads are typically in Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The ad typically has a video or an image followed by some text and then a call to action. Same with Instagram and YouTube. As I mentioned before, the retargeted ads are important because of a few reasons. The first reason is if somebody is looking at your landing page and then they get an urgent work, get a call or something like that, and then they leave your landing page without taking an action, then how do we remind them? That's done through the retargeted ads. Another one is if they are not satisfied enough with the information of the landing page, so we retarget them with more information. And sometimes they have enough information but they are looking for a deal, so we send them a retargeted ad with an offer like 5% off, 10% off, or more. And these retargeted ads actually have the option for a call, a direction, or a link to the landing page again. And these retargeted ads are shown to them until they take an action or for 1 month, whichever comes first. Now let's talk about the type of lawyers. Generally, there is a misconception that a lawyer can resolve any legal issue. That's simply not true. Every legal issue is technically separate from another one and it requires a separate lawyer to resolve it. Now, a law firm either is specialized in one type of service or multiple type of service. So if they are in one type of service, then they have all the lawyers are in the same specialty. If they have a team of lawyers working in different specialties, then the firm has like a vast variety of services. For example, one of the law firms that I work with are actually specialized in tax law, another one immigration law. There are actually tens of law services that you can avail, like civil law, defense law, family law, tax law, immigration law, and more. Now these firms have actually top services, and those top services are evaluated based on the value of the service and the search volume of that service. So we start by creating ads for those top valued services and then add more and more to it. Now let's talk about the lifetime value of a client. The lifetime value of a client is actually all the revenue that you earn through a specific client. It starts with the first time sign up for one specific service, and if that service is related to additional service, then you get more, or if that client actually refers you more clients, then the referrals will pay you more, so you have a lot more payments or just one payment. So if a client pays you once, that's the lifetime value of that client, but if he or she pays you multiple times, then the lifetime value increases. For a simple example, if a client signs up for one of your services that cost $400, so that's the lifetime value of that client. If, for example, a client signs up for 3 of your $500 services, then that's $1,500. And if a client signs up for 3 of your $600 services and give you one referral, and their referral is also $1,000, so then you get $2,800. So that's the lifetime value at a higher level, and that's the lifetime value at a lower level. But practically for lawyers, it can go a lot more than this one. Now let's see your return on investment on your digital media marketing. If your search ad gives you 100 clicks and each click costs you $10, then your expense is $1,000. From those 100 people, let's say 10 people got converted directly, so you are left with 90 people. So if we show retargeted ads to these 90 people and that costs you $500, then a total expense is $1,500. And let's say from these 90 you got converted 10 more, so you have a total of 20 conversions from your $1,500 ad spend. Now if the client only gets one minimum service and you have 20 of those, then you got $8,000 in return. Now if you divide the 8,000 by 1,500, then that's 5.3 return on investment. Similarly, if those clients pay you $2,500 each, then your total return is $50,000, and that comes to 33 times return on investment. And if you go ahead further and let's say you converted 30 people, and those 30 people actually through direct payment or referrals gave you $5,000 each, then you got $150,000 in return. And that's like 100x return on investment. Now imagine if your ad spend is like 2 times or 3 times or 5 times of this one, then what will be the return? A lot higher. As you can see, digital marketing is very profitable. Now let's discuss the timeline of how the ads work. So if we plot the expenses and the return against time, then we get a plot like this. If the orange is the expenses and the green is the return, once we start the ad, we only have expenses and no return, obviously. Then we add more expense to it, and then we slowly see returns as well. As time goes on, then we reach a maximum expense. We don't increase the expense from this value at all. That's the top expense that we have. And at that expense, we here got, for example, this much return. But as time goes on, the return increases. We get a time where the expense is exactly as the return. That's called the break-even point, and that is where we start getting profit. This break-even point is usually from 1 month to 3 months. So if you start an ad, you can't expect the result directly within a week or 2, or sometimes even a month. You won't get enough results. But once it kicks in and you cross the break-even, then the sky is the limit for you. As you can see, the profit only grows and grows, and as it grows, you can grow your business, bigger teams, more profit, and you keep on increasing the size of your firm. One very important step that ensures the constant increase in the profit is the ad optimization. We don't just make an ad and leave it as is. We keep modifying it, and that modification is actually called optimization. So for the search ad, we keep on monitoring the keywords that are performing good or bad, and based on that we add or remove the keywords. Besides that, we keep on changing the metadata, which is actually any information that is visible in the search result. We keep on changing it in order to get the most result out of it. For our landing page, we keep on adding or removing content based on the performance. We use tools that shows us exactly which content is actually used in the landing page, which has interactions, which don't. So based on that, we add content to it or remove from it. Then we keep on changing the user experience of the landing page. What I mean by that is, if there are 2 buttons side by side that are not supposed to be close by, then we move them apart. Or if there are 2 buttons or 2 pieces of pieces of information far away from each other, and we need them together because that's how the actions are done. Then we bring them back. So that's how a user experience is actually changed as needed. Now the retargeted ads, we keep on adding or removing ad sets based on the performance of the ads, and then we change the actions in the retargeted ads as needed. For example, if a retargeted ad work better on the calls, then we remove the link or the direction, and vice versa. If you didn't understand anything in the video or need additional information, please leave a comment in the section below and I will try my best to answer them. Also, please share the video with anyone who might need these services. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, stay safe and goodbye.